This is Innovledia.
Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to switch through the various display modes in Maya. Alright? Well, there are a range of keyboard shortcuts assigned with each of these display modes, such as if you select an object and press number 1 on a keyboard, what's going to activate is the rough display mode, which is actually the default display mode for polygonal objects in Maya. Alright, you can see that the surface of this object has become little jaggy due to these little polygons being flat and not curved as was before. While if you press number 3, it will activate the smooth display mode for objects, where the surface will appear smooth and rounded. Alright? And if you press number 2, it will activate the intermediate mode between the rough and the smooth display mode. It is more like activating both the rough and the smooth display modes simultaneously. It allows us to understand the change in volume of objects when switching from the rough to the smooth display mode. Alright? Now if you press number 4, it will activate the wireframe mode. This helps us see through the objects. And also it makes easier for us to manipulate them, especially when we are dealing with large number of objects or a complex object. Alright? If you press number 5 on your keyboard, it will activate the shaded mode, where you can see all the colors of the objects. And this is the default display mode for objects in Maya. Alright? If you press number 6, it will activate the shaded mode with textures. Without shaders, textures cannot be displayed on the surface of an object. So that is the reason why the texture mode always comes along with the shaded mode. If you don't know what a texture is, then the images that we import into Maya to add on the surfaces of objects are called the texture files. All this text on the ball and the tiles on the floor are the result of textures. It acts like a wrapper around a surface. Alright? And now, if you press number 7 on your keyboard, it will activate all the lights in your scene. Perhaps you can call it an illumination mode, where all the objects are illuminated with lights that you have used in your scene. Alright? Other than these, there are few extra display modes available on the toolbar of the viewport or the view panel, such as the X-ray mode, where you can see through the objects, wireframe on shaded, the combination of wireframe and the shaded mode, the shadows, and the ambient occlusion. Alright? Lastly, if you press the spacebar on your keyboard, you will be able to switch from this perspective view to any of the orthographic views as given here. The orthographic views are the two-dimensional views such as the top view, the front view, and the side view. Alright? This helps us in working with our objects more accurately than what is possible in the perspective view, which is the 3D space. There are more orthographic views available under the panels menu. Within orthographic, you can select any of these to switch to a different orthographic view. Alright? Now, one very important shortcut that can help you maximize your work area if you are on a smaller screen size, and that is Ctrl plus spacebar. If you hit Ctrl plus spacebar on your keyboard, this is going to maximize your viewport, alright, which is your work area. This helps us go into sort of full screen mode. In this way, you can have a lot of work area even when you are working on a small monitor, alright. So this is it. This was all about the various display modes in Maya and how to activate them by simply using a range of keyboard shortcuts. Alright, see you in the next video.